Yes, people. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Stats, Facts, and Vibes podcast brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by one of the best content creators in the game out here, without doubt, man like Bane St. Patrick, aka Top Red Bainesy, aka Statman Baines. What are you telling me, Bainesy? You good?
I'm good. Rooney just resigned, by the way.
Rah. Well, wait to start off. What I see, Top Red Bainesy, man, on it with the news in it, with that Top Red news. Let's go.
Nah, I was just reading the quote tweets on Derby's account and how like the fans were reacting and stuff, innit?
All right, talk about it. What's your thoughts on it? What has been the Derby's fans' response so far? The general consensus, and what are your thoughts on it? We'll start there.
You can't really blame Wayne Rooney, can you? With obviously Derby situation, the ownership. I spoke with a Derby fan the other day, innit? Because obviously we were linked to Malcolm, innit? So I done a video with him. And he said Rooney literally has put in his own money into the club, innit?
That's wild.
Like, he was paying for people's wages towards the end of it, apparently. For the last 3 months, he's been the one paying people, innit?
Mazza.
Yeah, that's what a Derby County fan said. So, like, if Derby's situation financially ain't getting fixed from the people above, I think Rooney's just had enough, even though I think he wanted to stay.
Yeah.
So you can't really blame him.
Can't really blame him. I'm not really. I ain't got much thoughts on it. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying, people? Like, I really don't.
It's expected, really, isn't it?
I haven't been. I'm not gonna lie. I've not been following Derby and what's been going on like that. I don't really follow the championship. I ain't been following Rooney's journey like that. So this is defo.
No, the reason I say it's expected is because, like, if this situation above's not getting fixed, you can't really blame a manager who's put in his own money into a club for leaving, can you?
Facts.
And I don't think Derby, like, obviously Derby fans are not going to hold anything against him either, because obviously, the people above are stupid, isn't it? The financial situation's crazy.
The people above are stupid. Love that, Bainesy. Love that. But yes, this is Stats, Facts, and Vibes, people, and it is a Q&A with Statman Baines and myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. So get your sporting questions in, people, football questions, because Bainesy don't watch any other sport outside of football. But if you want to ask me a boxing question or a basketball question, feel free to throw that in the mix. Hit the like button as well, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live. Hit the like button on the video. Share across all the socials. Subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Statman Baines' channel and follow both our respective channels on Twitch as well. The same names, Sarcasm City TV and Stats, Facts, and Vibes. Big up to Steve as well. You became a member of the channel recently. If you want to join the membership, the link is underneath in the description, people. You want to get many great perks. If you want to be on stream with myself and the legendary Statman Baines, join the membership. And you could end up on a Q&A and Bainesy shows up. You know what I'm saying? What better way to spend your money and spend time than with myself, Statman Baines, and the rest of the great people on Sarcasm City TV, and Ryan, of course. You know what I'm saying? He's not in that bracket. Keenan says, happy birthday to Statman's GOAT Messi, 35 years young. Timo says, Bainesy. I don't know why he said that, but here we are. I don't know why he said that.
I wanted to say Timo.
He was here before, people, and then he left. I don't know what he's doing. Big up my guy Deviant every time, man. Big up as always. Again, salute to my Don Eddie as well. Another, you know what I'm saying, great member of Sarcasm City. Jose says PSG sold over 1 million jerseys last season, with Messi making up over 60% of those sales, surpassed even those of Baines' GOAT.
You know how nice PSG kits are, though?
Yeah, PSG kits are very nice.
Like, people just buy PSG kits because they're PSG kits kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, they are nice.
Or like general drip kind of thing.
You're not lying. Yeah, you are not lying. Jose says, big up Flawless and Statman Baines. Big up to you. JJ says, big up Flawless and Baines as well. Jose says, Calvin Phillips to City. Your thoughts on that, Bainesy?
When a team can spend £45 million on the backup DM, you can't compete, can ya?
Can ya?
No, but it's true. Like, don't get me. I don't think the fee's that bad, innit? But come on, man. This guy starts for most teams in the league, you could argue. And then City just have the luxury of just paying £45 million for him to be a backup. Crazy. Am I jealous? Kinda. I would have loved him at United. I think he starts for United.
Yeah. But that's not saying much, but I understand your overall point that you're
getting. Yeah.
I understand that's why I'm not being an asshole about it. Like, I understand your overall point. Like, Calvin Phillips, I would have took at Manchester United, but he wouldn't have been like my first choice. But yeah.
Yeah, he's not
whatever
my
reason.
first choice, but £42 million with £3 million add-ons, that's not too bad. Especially, let's be honest, like he's part of that English quarter now as well for them.
Mhm.
And let's be honest, like when you look at City kind of do pay a bit extra for the English players, innit? If they want them. John Stones, Kyle Walker, Grealish, and now Calvin Phillips, innit? So I don't think it's a bad price.
Yeah, I think Bainsy pretty much said everything in regards to back up. He fits what they're trying to do, technically sound. Yeah, and good squad depth. Literally, that's all City are doing with Calvin Phillips. Just good squad depth. I'm saying replacing
with Fernandinho.
I expected him to. I did expect him to go and get a more Fernandinho type DM, but then maybe Pep is trying to move away from that, and he's just looking for a Rodri replacement.
No, but let's be honest. Like we said it before, yeah. If you can play number 6 under Bielsa, yeah, with his system, you're going to be calm. Like he's one of the few people I can say he can play that lone 6 role kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Because there's not many of them in all football.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips can play the lone 6 role. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Calvin Phillips is closer to Rodri than he is Fernandinho in terms of profile. So he could have Pep could have went and got a profile of a DM that is closer to the Fernandinho, but he seems to have gone closer to Rodri, which makes sense. Maybe that's the way he's going forward. Because did he sign Fernandinho or was he there when he got there? I think he was there when he got there, wasn't he?
He was there already, innit?
Yeah. So maybe that's the way it is. But yeah, clever deal, smart business. Very good move for Calvin Phillips, actually. Interesting to see how much game time he gets, though. Interesting to see. And
yeah, I know, but
because
he's
technically
trophies,
good,
innit?
You could see him playing. I reckon we could see him play as an 8 from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time, but
yeah,
his main position is probably just going to be back up to
Rodri,
and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think I spoke with Daps, innit, the City fan, and he kind of said that he Pep likes to have like, how do I say this? Like, you know, in like a dressing room, you have like different groups kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Now Calvin Phillips is going to be part of that Yorkshire lot with John Stones and Kyle Walker, innit?
Okay.
So that relationship is still going to be kept. He's still going to, like, it makes it easier for him to kind of settle in.
Yeah, that's facts. You're not lying.
So that fair play to City, that's good business. Obviously, they've already got Haaland in. Julian Alvarez already in. Probably going to get Cucurella in.
Fair to him, man. Like I said, smart deal, good business all around. You know what I'm saying? Good business all around, without question, without doubt. What else we got? We will get to all your questions, people. Don't worry. Grandmaster question: Joshua or Usyk? Who wins the bout? I'm guessing you're asking who wins the rematch. I would say Usyk wins the rematch. However, if Joshua won, surprise is too strong of word because Usyk's the favorite, but it's heavyweight. And I say this all the time. Any heavyweight can, if any heavyweight lands a shot on any other heavyweight, you can knock him out. Like, it doesn't matter if it was the 25th best heavyweight versus the number 1. If you catch, like, when you are that size, punching at that power, punching with that much power, that's why that division is the most interesting. Because they say one punch can change it all, and that's literally nothing is more. It's not more evident than it is in the heavyweight division. That's what I'll say. So yeah, I would favor Usyk without question. But what I'm interested to see in his bout is how does Joshua change his game plan, and then how does Usyk adjust to Joshua adjusting his game plan? Does Joshua's got a new trainer? What does he do? Does he go out? He needs to be more aggressive. The problem is, I think Usyk's style is all wrong for Joshua. Like, in boxing, styles make fights. So just because, and people who don't know that will stupidly think, because one fighter beats one fighter. So because A fighter beats B fighter, and then fighter B beats fighter C, that means fighter A beats fighter C. So I know it don't work like that. Same way in football, we see it all the time. Just because City beat United and then United beat Chelsea, that doesn't necessarily mean City beat Chelsea. To bring it back to football in terms, and it's much more evident in boxing because it's an individual sport rather than a team sport. So you can alter things, but not as drastic as, you can't change formation in boxing. I'm saying, whereas in football, you can completely come with a complete different approach. Like, it can be much different. You could be playing 4-4-2, and then you can go to 5-3-2, like, to change it up and switch it up. So yeah, I would favor Usyk, but I'm very interested to see how Joshua does in the rematch. Hey all, and big up to the panel. Subscribe and like the channel. Big up to Abdullah. Where Alan says done deal, obviously talking about the Calvin Phillips deal to Manchester City. Next is Cucurella to Manchester City. Jose says, nah, not first choice, but United really need to sign someone. We will. That's the thing. I'm saying we will. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. Go on. What you say, fam?
Malassi is joining Leon now as well, isn't it? The left back. 15 million euros.
Okay.
The
Where's
final
he come
one.
from? Oh, the fullback. We was linked with. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because yeah, we got linked with that.
Leon have such a nice fullback pairing, man. Malassi and Gusto on either side.
I don't even know anything about either of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Man. You see Gusto, man, that's my guy. Like, I done a video of 5 left backs, 5 right backs, innit? Gusto was one of them, and Malassi was on the left back one. Gusto was my first choice right back.
How's it going, man? You battling relegation on FIFA? Talk to us, fam.
Nah. I'm like 13th now, I think.
All right, so you're safe in mid-table, yeah?
Nah, the last time I played, I actually had a decent session. You know, I think I might have played 4 or 5 games. Yeah, I think I might have won 4, drawn 1.
So you're safe in mid-table. The board not on your neck. We good, yeah?
Nah, even when I was in the relegation battle, they weren't really like my rating weren't really dropping.
Rah. The board must like you, fam.
My rating was 78.
The board must like you.
Yeah, I know. John Metal, innit? That's my guy. I told you, man. That's why I've been doing the metal prop. You laughed at me. Now I'm still in the job. You know what's mad? The higher I got on the table, yeah, I'm pretty sure now my rating's gone down to like 73 for going higher. I was higher in the relegation zone.
This guy.
But we move.
You're an idiot, yo.
Nah, but it's true.
JJ says, no, that's my guy. Watch Cucurella be announced before De Jong. It could happen. And don't get mad if it happens. See, we're not City in it. We don't move like City. That's like asking United to play like City and win as many games as City and get as many points as City. We're not them. Unfortunately, we're not them. That's just the way it is. Like, I just accept it. This is why I don't even get mad. I was literally ran into my cousin before and he was complaining about United not signing anyone. I was like, yo, don't let it stress you, man. Don't let it stress you. I'm not letting it stress me. Even Bainsy surprisingly seems relaxed on this because I know what he's like.
Nah, man. Like I'll be honest, I hate the transfer window, innit? As much as like obviously we want plays and stuff, innit? But it's kind of like, you know, when people are just linking plays for United for the sake of it and you get excited, but it don't really happen, kind of thing. Like, you know, when that someone tweeted where it's like, it will be good to see every single transfer being confirmed on one day, kind of thing, and they just do like a little walk show kind of thing, innit?
Yeah,
like a catwalk.
No, that's maybe not catwalk. No, an award show, fam. Not an award show.
But like they say, Manchester United, De Jong walks out, and then all our other signings walk out, kind of thing, innit? So there's no like, we don't hear the negotiation. It just happens in one day, and we just know, kind of thing.
But rumors, even if that was the case, rumors would still happen.
Yeah, I know, but like, you wouldn't worry about, oh, City have announced this player here, United have.
I don't worry about it anyway.
No, but I'm just saying in like the actual fan base kind of thing, innit? You see the report that I sent you today
about Ralph and Ten Hag. Talk about it. And big up to my guy Cams every single time as well. Go on, fam.
The report was Manchester United and Ralph agreed to cut ties at the end of the season, in part because of Ten Hag's reluctance to work with a German in his proposed consultancy role.
Makes sense.
So when I said that, why was I getting cooked?
Why do you always say this?
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying.
Okay. You know why? Because you know what it is. You know why you get cooked. I let no one be why you cooked. Because when you're right, you're hella annoying, and then when you're wrong, you don't want to admit you're wrong. That's
no. But you see when I'm right. See this?
Yeah, you're hella smug. Look at your smug face.
But
right now. I could smile off your face.
I could have retweeted that.
Look at you.
I could have retweeted it.
Look at you.
But I didn't.
Because you're smug.
But someone said you believe everything you're fed anyway, Statman. I had this theory. No, I had this theory before though. So it's not like I'm falling for the British media kind of. Yeah, I've been saying this.
You have been saying this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? It's because you're smug. That's what it is. You know, like when you say to me, when I say things to you, and you're like, you don't take me serious, or you take it with a pinch of salt.
No, but that's because of your donkey laugh, though, isn't it?
No, you think it's an ulterior motive. I'll tell you I miss you, and you think it's an ulterior motive.
No, I know you're joking with that, though.
That's being deadly serious,
You're
man.
not.
Why can't I miss? Are we not brothers? Why can't I miss you? You know what I'm saying?
Nah. So you
What do
see
you mean,
that?
nah?
You look
Are
at your
we not
eyes
boys?
there. Look at your eyes there.
What
Nah.
do you mean? Look at my eyes. See, see what I'm talking about. You see how you doubt me there, which is crazy. I just had a vulnerable moment and you are moved like that. So we're gonna speed past that. It's the same with that, because when you're right, and you are, I say this all the time on a lot of things, on most of things, I agree with you and can see where you're coming from. Like mine is like some United stuff and the Ronaldo stuff. I agree with you. Like I always give you credit. You were spot on about the hail from early. And I say this all the time. I was like, yo, Bainesy called that from early. Because when you first said it, nah, Cedric, that's harsh, man. I do. When you first said it, I was thinking, nah, Bainesy's like, that's a bit wild. And then the more I watched him, I'm like, yeah, you're 100% right. But back to it, the reason why you get cooked is because when you're right, you're smug. And then when you're wrong, you don't want to admit it. And that's why people like cooking you. That's what it is. It's your smug face, fam.
No, but I'm not
Look at it. Look at your smug face.
Can I
Because
not
you was
smile?
right. Look at you in it. Look at
Can I
me.
not smile?
No. That's a smug smile in it. There's a difference between
This
smiling
guy don't want
and
me to
smug
smile.
smiling. I want you to be happy. I say this all the time. I
No,
want
but
nothing more than to be
I'm
happy.
just, I think it's interesting that obviously the report
Go
came
on,
out
talk
today.
about
Is what I've been saying. I think the next thing I wanted to talk about, yeah, would be linked to Michael Edwards from Liverpool. I don't know if you've seen that report.
I did see that report. I want to know your thoughts on that, though.
And we've been linked with Lee Dykes from Brentford, who's the head of recruitment, isn't it?
Right, talk about it.
And you don't know, I don't really rate Fabrizio like that. But you know, when I was thinking of it,
talk about it.
It makes sense, innit? And there's like this is where I'm like, Fabrizio is therefore right here, because there's no way he's clever enough to make this link, innit? Let me get the exact report up. Where is it? It must have been like a day or two ago now, innit? Yeah, here. So it says, waiting for Michael Edwards to make a decision on his future. Brentford's highly rated head of recruitment, Lee Dykes, to one of some names under consideration at United, innit? And you know, I've always said how John Metal has like a heavy data, like that's how he's trying to push this club kind of thing, innit? The data side of football, signing players, looking at numbers and stuff, all of that. That's obviously a model that obviously Liverpool, Michael Edwards followed.
Got you.
And Brentford are kind of being like one of the first teams kind of really to go all out in England with that kind of thing, and they're looking at all of XG and all of that stuff, and they've kind of admitted it before. And Brentford's recruitment has been very, very good as well.
Yeah.
Because even Brentford, they had, who was it? Ollie Watkins, they had Neil Mopey, Ivan Toney. Those are three calm strikers.
Where Mopey came from? I did not know that.
Those are three. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me double check.
Wow.
But like that's how they kind of got these players, isn't it? Like a numbers-based recruitment strategy kind of thing, isn't it? Which is why I'm like, this link does make sense. Like, you probably won't get Michael Edwards. I think he goes Chelsea, but in terms of United looking at this, yeah, it was from Brentford. It makes sense.
Well, it does make sense.
I don't know if he's close to joining Chelsea, but I know he's not joining United kind of thing, innit?
Okay, we will get to all your questions as well, people of Stardom, so continue to get your questions in regards to the Michael Edwards link. Obviously, we're going to get any DOF or anybody who's good at recruitment of that is known and has had any level of success is going to get linked to Manchester United. That makes sense. So that's not a surprise. With the Ten Hag and Ralph thing, I've said this before as well. See how I'm saying this, but not being smug, Baines. This is how you do it. I've said this.
I had a straight face when I said it.
I know they had to come. Look at that smug smile right now. You know what I'm saying?
Not smile.
That's why you get cooked. You know what I'm saying? You can't help it, fam. Look at you.
I'm not smiling. No, it's because you can't just look at me then.
I can't look. How do you know I'm looking at you? I was looking at myself in the camera. I wasn't looking at you.
You're lying. I know.
How am I lying? I'm looking at you. Why do I want to look at you when I can look at me? You know what I'm saying? I can look at my pretty face. Why do I want to look at you?
What a liar.
Exactly. I was saying.
I know you look at me right now.
I am now. I've turned
exactly. You idiot.
But as I was saying, it made sense that they had a conversation. There's no way that Ten Hag landed at Manchester United, Ralph left, and there was zero conversation between the two. I think they had a conversation and decided it was best that they parted ways. Do I believe it could have worked? Yes. But I have to trust both Ralph and Ten Hag that they know more than me, which they do. And they realize that it hasn't worked. Would I preferred Ralph to have gone into the consultancy role? Absolutely. But I ain't crying over spilt milk. So that's pretty much my thoughts. Pretty much my thoughts on it. What's done is done. We move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, Gavin, I keep telling people, man, I'm hilarious. This is what I'm saying in that. But people like Bainsy and others hate. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, I'm not one of the funniest people.
We don't laugh at
thing.
we don't laugh at your joke. No, your jokes are calm, innit? It's your donkey laugh, which is the problem.
My jokes are calm.
Like, look at this. See this. Why are you laughing like a donkey?
What does this mean? My jokes are calm. What does that mean?
But like,
that's what I want to know.
No, but you said like people like Baines have a problem, innit? I don't have a problem
with my joking. You have a problem
I have
with
a problem
my
with your laughing.
Yeah, my laugh is a part of the joke. That adds into it. I find myself hilarious. Why? Wait, you mean when you're being laughed at? When I'm laughing at others, you're cracking up there. See?
There you go. The game's the game, innit? One rule for one, another rule for another.
This guy, man, that is outrageous. All right, let me get to the rest of these questions. Where else we are? Larger, my guy Deviant, who says he's losing Pogba on a free for the second time after 80 million to get him back. The worst business the Premier League has seen. If not, what top stat? Lukaku.
I was gonna say that as well.
Lukaku deal is worse. Lukaku, Harry Maguire.
I feel like Alexis was quite bad as well.
Alexis,
just because of the wage and how like United have kind of struggled.
Alexis
kind of
is up there. Kepa, Pepe. Yeah, Pogba even top 5. Yeah, I think Pogba was just more disappointed, but those ones were really bad. Like I say, the Lukaku one's the worst of the worst. Maguire's definitely worse. Pepe, I'm putting there. Sanchez, without doubt. Pepe gets swept under the rug, but I'm throwing Pepe in the mix as well.
I think it always depends on like how much you get back for the minute. Like, say for example, Lukaku was 110 million euros, I think it was.
Something like that.
Say even if you get 80 million euros back, it's not too bad, kind of thing, innit? Like someone like, for example, Alexis, we got nothing, kind of thing, innit? It was just I swear you just terminate the guy's contract. Paid him 500k a week for how long? You went on loan to Inter Milan for half a season, and we still paid the guy's wages.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It really.
And then the knock-on effect it had on like other people asking for higher wages was crazy.
Facts. Absolutely.
And Herrera joked about his wages on BBC.
What did he say?
Remember when he was like, "Oh, who pays for meals?" And he was like, "Of course, it's Alexis or something."
Who? What? Say that again.
You don't remember?
Nah, I don't remember this.
Oh, let me think. Let me see if I can find it. Herrera laughing at.
And yo, big up to everyone that's locked. There's over 40 of you lot in here right now. Hit the like button on the video, people. Hit the like button on the video. And subscribe to the channel as well. And it's just gone up now. We're almost at 50. So share this. Let's get 50 people in there.
Oh, I don't know how to find it, but I remember there was an interview on BBC, innit? You know, when we played, I think it was Arsenal in the FA Cup, or like around that time, someone asked like Herrera, and I think Herrera and Sanchez done like a sit-down interview or something, innit?
Yeah.
And then they said something about, who pays for lunch or something, or dinners, and they said, Herrera was like the guy, Alexis or something, innit? Because they kind of know who's on what kind of thing, innit? Of course they talk about each other's wages.
Yeah, they discussed that. 100%. Nippin says, question for both of you. Will there be a new Premier League winner in the next 5 years or next 10 years? That's too broad of a question.
No.
All it takes is, so you don't think there'll be a new winner of the Premier League in 10 years?
Nah.
All it takes is someone to get taken over and have one bad season.
Yeah, I know, but like, I hear the takeover thing here, but like, you're still going to have to build kind of thing. For example, Newcastle, for example, are doing it very correctly, correctly, Miles, and they're not winning the league in 3 years' time.
Not 3 years, but we're saying 10. That's why I used the last, well, not the loud. He said 10 years, so I didn't say 5, I said 10. There's never been just 2 winners over a 10-year period in the Premier League. Do I believe in the next 10 years there'll be a new winner? Yes. The next 10 years, yes. So you telling me from 2022 to 2032, City and Liverpool are just going to trade the league?
No, we still got people like Chelsea.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you agree with me then? Because he's saying a new winner. Oh, wait, actually, when he says new winner,
what do you mean by that? Don't you mean like new club kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. When he said new winner, I just thought he meant in terms of the two are dominating now. But in terms of new club, if in terms of new club.
I thought you meant like someone like Newcastle, for example. Yeah.
You're right. That we both interpreted the question differently. And see, people, let that be key. Nip and be a little bit more specific. Let us know when you say new winner. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, see, I was right.
Apart from then
Yeah.
that there will be that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, see, I was right. But I get what you're saying, though, Bainesy, because it could have been that. Apart from City and Liverpool, yeah, in the next 10 years, yes, I believe there'll be a different
Chelsea
winner.
will probably have one. Listen, you better hope United have one.
Yeah, in 5, that's a different conversation.
5, I don't think so.
5's a different. That's a whole different conversation.
I think Liverpool probably win one in that time, and the City probably win the other 4.
Something like that, unfortunately. Yeah, something like that.
It
5,
depends when's Pep's contract until.
Is it not 2024?
I thought, did he not like renew or something? When does
But I know he renewed, but it wasn't no major contract, was it?
Pep's contract expire? 1st of May 2022, there's a report saying City's boss has principally agreed to extend his stay at the Etihad past 2023. But I don't know when.
So past 2023.
I don't know.
King K. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, yeah. Shout out my guy King K, man. Got to salute
24.
Salute to King K because he called into the fan calling show. Exceptional caller. You don't see him on the channel again, people. Like, and yo, King K, if you can call in tonight, call in. Exceptional caller, all the way from Philadelphia and A1
Up.
You know
2024. He probably extends it after 2024, you know.
Possibly. Talk says he wants to go international. I think it depends on Champions League.
Like, let's be honest, if they're winning like this here, I ain't risking it.
Yeah,
like, if I know I'm better than everyone else, I'm staying. Because remember, La Liga, he got ran out the league by Jose. That's why he left.
You reckon so?
I think PK said it.
Did he? No, he didn't.
Did you not see PK and Gary Neville overlap?
Nah, I've not watched it.
Oh, you need to see that.
Did he? What he said that he's legit.
Not directly like that, yeah, but he was kind of like Pep. Jose was getting in Pep's head and stuff in it, and Pep didn't like that.
See,
he said Jose better with different mentality with the Real side. For example, like Casillas, for example, was obviously in the Spain side with him, innit?
Yeah,
and he wasn't even speaking with PK because Jose had built that and instilled that mentality in these lot.
Facts. Mad.
Nah, you never know, you know. I think if there's no competition, Pep stays. I think when it gets tough.
So basically, you're saying Klopp and Liverpool are no competition. All right, let's go, baby.
No. I'm not saying no competition. But when you won a league 4 times in the last 5 years,
hey, Klopp, Liverpool, hold that. You know what I'm saying? Daisy said you like ain't shit. That's what you just said. You know
no, but realistically, if someone has won 4 league titles at the last 5 or something,
yeah, you spin.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the Champions League. If he wins the Champions League, I think that's the last thing. He doesn't want to leave there without a Champions League because that looks bad. If he stays, say, till 2025, let's say the next one doesn't win the Champions League but wins 2 more league titles from domestic cups, that European record, he's starting to look Conte-ish, man.
I think he has 2 years. I think he has 2 years minimum because obviously Erling Haaland. Then I think after 2 years, his release clause kicks in with Real, innit?
Oh, is it? What is the release clause direct to Real?
Not Real, but
the release clause can be activated, basically.
Yeah, and obviously, I think he probably does go Real at that point, innit?
Yeah,
but I think he definitely stays the 2 years with Haaland because Haaland probably does give him the best chance of winning a Champions League kind of thing in terms of.
Well, if like I said, if you don't, man, you're looking like a bald Conte in Europe if you don't win that Champions League. You know what I'm saying? You better get it together, Pep. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that, but he's also won like 9 league titles?
Oh, it's league again. Domestic record, absolutely A1, pretty much spotless.
128 in 3 years.
Can't question him in terms of domestic. Can't question him. Spain, Germany, England. Salute to that man. Dominated. Did well in Europe at Barcelona. Not so much at Bayern Munich. Now the same at City. Yo, these questions have to be asked if we're holding you in this at this level. I'm saying you have to receive the harshest criticism. And this is why, because you received the highest praise, and rightfully so. You're one of the best managers of all time.
You know, if you're a manager, would you want to leave after winning a Champions League?
Well, I want to win a league after winning.
No. Say you're Pep right now, yeah, and you're Pep. You're making this decision. Yeah. If City do win a Champions League, would you then leave?
No, because I'm one of them. How I'm built is I
want to do it again.
I want to dominate for the longest. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I absolutely want to dominate football. Like, when I play, for instance, used to play Football Manager, I'd stay in the same country for yonks. Like I want to have the most league titles, the most Champions Leagues, whatever domestic cup. If there's a second domestic cup, I want to win it all. Like I want to leave. I'm gonna stay 20, 25 years. Whereas some people are happy 2-3 years and then move country. So it depends on your mentality and how you are. But I want to be like leaving no doubt and like dominate like that. But that's just me. So if I'm Pep, I'm trying to catch Fergie. If I'm Pep.
Wait, in terms of what? League titles?
In terms of league titles, in terms of league titles, in terms of Champions Leagues, I want to be in that. I want to be in that conversation. That's me though. If I'm him right now, he's been at what? He's been at City for what? However, what is it? 5-6 years now? Is it 5 years? 6 years? And he's won 4 league titles. He's won 4 league titles, and Fergie won 13. I'm trying to stay. That's just my mentality. I'm trying to stay for 25 years. That's me.
I think it depends what he wants as well, innit? Because what he's 51.
I'm saying that's my mentality. He might be different. He might be happy with 10.
What you saw, like I swear, he's like mother passed away last year as well, innit?
Yeah, man. R.I.P.
So like he might just want to spend time with his family at that point.
Family, yeah. He might be a family man type thing. That's where it is. Yo, see, Deviant knows me, man. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike. You want the whole cake and the crumbs in it. Facts. Word to the interview. I did an interview. Shout out to the legendary Manchester MC Shifty. And we did an interview on Match It Media years ago, and that got said. They said, yeah, man, I want the whole cake and all the crumbs. Hashtag quit touching shit. That's just me, though. That's my mentality, innit? That's it. Yeah, King Ken, you're right. Scary thing is it's a huge ass, but Pep can catch Sir Alex if he stays long. Absolutely. If he stays 25 years and like this is where you're really tested, can you reinvent yourself? I'm saying.
Can you my thing is it's so far ahead of everyone kind of thing, isn't it? But and obviously with the funds as well, it's crazy.
Yeah. With the funds is crazy, but then what happens is one team figures out how to play against you and the rest follow suit. Can you reinvent yourself?
I think you can.
That's the big question. I think he's good enough to do it, but I want to see him do it. Can you do it again and again and again? I want to see you put to the test. I'm not saying he can't do it.
But then would you not say he's already done that then? That season where obviously Liverpool won the league.
He's done it once already, yeah. Can you do it again though?
Even the first season, he finished 4th in the Prem.
Yeah.
Remember when people were like, when people started having, Pep can't do it in the Prem and stuff? When he got battered 4-0 by Everton, when Tom Davies destroyed them.
Yeah. Proved them wrong.
Look at everyone.
Now I'm like, and I think he's reinvented himself again, but can you do it again? Can you do it after that? Can you do it a year on with different players, with different compares as well?
He's going to reinvent himself again this year because now he's going to go back to the natural 9 thing.
There we go.
He's done the false 9 thing. Because remember, like, people need to remember the false 9 thing, yeah? Like, that wasn't Pep's plan. Pep's never played, like, Pep's always played with a 9 kind of thing when he's been at City. He probably wanted the 9, but just couldn't get anyone in the market kind of thing. That was good enough. Then he reinvented himself, played the false 9 thing and won the league titles.
Sorry to cut you off. I started everybody's messages. I've not missed no questions, Nippin. Relax. Go on, fam. Say what you're saying.
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. But it's like, can you do it again and again and again? But it'd be interesting. But again, that's just me. He might be fine with the level he's at. Some people are fine winning 2 league titles, couple Premier Leagues, and be calm with it. Some people want to dominate. It's all on your character and what you want. Where else? We'll go to this. Statman thoughts on Ronaldo rumors to Bayern. That's from Calvin.
I don't think he goes, but like I've always said, it's just pressure on the board and stuff, isn't it? Like, Ronaldo wants a team that he could win. Obviously, we finished 6th, 7th last year. He's playing in the Europa League now, and I think he will stay. But United just need to fix up in it because you never know with Ronaldo, innit? Like Ronaldo played a game for Juve and he still left. If Ronaldo wants to move, you get a move.
You'll get a move, absolutely.
And obviously, Ronaldo's at the point in his career where he just wants to win, innit? And it's not just about money. So I think he would be willing to take a pay cut to leave.
Huh? Would be. To me, Ronaldo to Bayern, we was talking about this on Red Talk yesterday. Ronaldo to Bayern makes sense for Ronaldo. For me, if Bayern do that, I'm like, what are you doing?
Why?
Because I'm like, I've said for the longest, teams that are trying to go and compete for their domestic leagues. Obviously, it's a bit different in Germany, but in general, domestic leagues, Champions League, you don't have a 38-year-old up front.
No, I hear that, yeah, but I think with Ronaldo, it's kind of, or Ronaldo and Bayern is kind of like, Bayern still need a striker.
Yeah.
And I think, let's be honest, we've always said the striker market is not great kind of thing, innit? And I think they've been linked with a Salzburg striker, innit? Not Salzburg, sorry. Stuttgart striker. And I'm pretty sure he probably needs like another year kind of thing, innit?
What
I
it
know.
is. Go on, fam. You carry on. Go on.
Obviously, Dortmund had the Adeyemi guy as well, innit? So say if Adeyemi then bangs for a year or two at Dortmund, obviously the natural step up is then going Bayern, innit?
I would just expect, because of how I've seen Bayern Munich move, I would expect smarter business from them in sense of go and get another striker that we might not know about in the Bundesliga or
No,
scout.
what I'm saying
their
is like
recruitment brilliant.
they can have Ronaldo as a stopgap kind of thing, innit? The thing is, like,
Yeah,
we say all the time the striker market is crap. Ronaldo's 37 and he still scored 17, 18 goals in the Prem.
Oh yeah, he'll score goals there, no doubt.
Like that's just where we are in football kind of thing. Which is why I'm like, if Ronaldo buying like is not a bad kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. I would just expect better from Bayern Munich. That's all it is. Like as a stopgap, yeah, if he was there for a season and then they had an understudy to him and then he took over. But I would expect Bayern to be smart because they have just signed Mane. Does Mane play through the middle? Is he the Lewandowski replacement? So they play Sané, Coleman, Gnabry. These players out wide.
Gnabry also left on his contract as well.
Yeah, left on his. So it's interesting. I would just expect Bayern to do smarter business. But it'll be interesting to see. It will be.
It was that guy, by the way. That's something.
Sasa. I can't pronounce his surname. Big up to Jez in the cut as well. He says Ronaldo to Bayern's not a true story. Big up. Hey, Jez has got them German links. So if he's saying it's not a true story, it's not a true story. And that. What's both of your favorite transfers in this window so far? That's a good question, Jordan.
Favorite?
I ain't gonna lie. Probably Basuma to Tottenham. Probably Basuma to Tottenham. Just because I want to see Basuma at a higher level because I rate him that highly. So even though it could negatively impact Manchester United, I want to see Basuma in the Champions League. I want to see him in the Premier League in a better side to see how he does. So yeah, I'd probably say Basuma to Spurs. Probably.
It's a tough one. You're not going to say Tchouaméni?
I've not, even though Tchouaméni's good, I've watched Basuma much more than I've watched Tchouaméni. I also like Rudiger. I also like Rudiger to Real Madrid. I like that.
I'm thinking. I like Mazraoui to Bayern on a free. Can't go wrong with that. Who else? Julian Alvarez City. That's not a bad one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless I'm missing someone bit obvious. Yeah. What would you say has been like your worst transfer so far?
Worst transfer? If Richarlison goes anywhere.
This guy. No, but that's been done so far.
Yeah, if Richarlison goes to Chelsea or something like that, like that's wild to me. Worst transfer?
Sterling to Chelsea, if it does happen, is one of my favorites as well, by the way.
Yeah. Trying to think, worst transfer? Is Backman actually at Manchester United?
No, that's not being confirmed. We're saying confirmed.
And even if it is, that's not the worst because he's backup, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I don't worry about the backup goalkeeper. That's just me.
He might be third choice as well.
Why? Who's second choice?
Well, you still got Tom Heaton at the club. Tom Heaton is better than Backman.
I have no idea. That's not a debate I'm ever getting into. Go on, fam.
Nah, I'm thinking of the worst transfer, you know.
I don't know. Because the reason why I don't, because it's a bad transfer, it don't stick out. It don't stay in the memory.
To Liverpool?
Yeah, we'll run with that. Yeah.
Nah. There probably is something else, you know.
No. We're running with Nunes to Liverpool.
I'll be honest, I feel like whoever signed Rafinha for the prices.
Hey, watch your mouth. What I'm saying.
Nah, but Rafinha.
Look at this guy. Hype up Richarlison, but then criticize.
No, I'm talking about for the price though, isn't it?
What's the price point for Rafinha?
I swear they were talking like 70 million euros or something.
That's like 60 million. Yeah?
Don't you think that's a bit much?
And how much would Richarlison be? 50? 40?
40 probably?
That's about right. If Richarlison's worth 40, Rafinha's worth 60.
No, but like just like 70 million euros. Don't
I think 60. I think 60 is about. I think 60 for Rafinha is about right.
Oh, yeah, I think that's a bit too expensive, you know.
I think it's about right. What do you think he is 40?
I don't know, man. I feel like everyone's overpriced.
See, that's what I'm saying. So if he's 40, what's Richarlison? Because
20.
Rafinha's better than Richarlison. Like, this is
I don't
not
know,
what we're
man.
doing.
No, I know Rafinha's better than Richarlison. I just
All right, I'm just making sure you didn't turn into Ryan then. All right, cool,
no.
good.
I don't know,
Shout out,
man.
little bro.
Rafinha's an interesting one in terms of the price.
Someone
And
said
Kate, a new deal. You know
deal.
what?
Someone said
No, you laugh, yeah. He's on £100,000 a week.
Hey, salute to Nketiah. Get your money, Eddie, in it. People are
No, I'm
hating,
not
man.
hating on Eddie and Katie here because
Nah, no,
let's
you're
be
not.
honest, like, but come on, man.
Shout out, Arsenal.
£100,000 a week for Eddie and Katie. What? 4 goals, 4 or 5 goals. End of last season. You banged, and what? You gave him a new contract.
Shout
I'm
out
not hating on the
Christensen,
new
man.
contract here, but 100K a week. Come on, man. Let's not mock it here. And number 14.
See, look, this is Abdi. You gotta stop trolling. Look at this. This is what I'm saying. This is what you get. Look at these 2 comments. I'm just gonna read. This is from the same person back to back, and I like Abdi in it. He's like a version of Ryan, but I actually like. You know what I'm saying? But this is wild. Let me read these 2 comments back to back. People, honest opinion. How highly do you rate Erling Haaland? Because I think he'll struggle next season. That was at 6:21 p.m. People. You know what I'm saying? 1821. You know what I'm saying? 6:21 p.m. And at 6:25 p.m., 4 minutes later, he goes, don't you think Richarlison used in a good system can thrive? So we have the same man saying Richarlison can thrive in a good system, but is doubting Haaland.
How high do you rate Erling
I'm
Haaland?
losing. I don't even know how to comprehend that.
You know when we talk about struggle for Erling Haaland, like what we say?
Yeah, I'll ask. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Abdi, let us know. When you say struggle, what does that
Like
mean?
in terms
5
of like
goals,
how many goals kind of
10
thing, innit?
goals, 15 goals, overall play. What are we saying? But Richarlison can thrive in it.
Because I'll be honest, I feel like no matter what Haaland does here, people are just gonna hate on him next year.
Absolutely, he'll get criticized.
I feel like his expectations are very, very like people just want him to get like 30+ goals or something, innit? Which realistically is not gonna happen.
Absolutely. Jordan again goes with the Spurs thing. Jordan, are you a Spurs fan, by the way? Just asking. No issue with the Spurs questions. Says, do you guys think if Spurs get a top centre back that they will need to be taken seriously? Depends on what you mean by taken seriously. In terms of being the 3rd best team in the league, yes. In terms of challenging,
that now.
All right, so let's say they are. In terms of challenging for the Premier League, no. Forget that. Forget challenging for the Premier League with that side, but it will put them levels above United, Arsenal, and then somewhere in and around Chelsea and above Chelsea potentially, depending on the business Chelsea do. But it puts them into that bracket. Because right now, I think you have the top 2. I think Chelsea are on an island of their own. Then it's Spurs, Arsenal, United in that 3rd bracket. I think that takes them out of the 3rd bracket into that 2nd bracket if they go and get a centre-back. That's where I would say with the manager they have, with the players they've already signed and a centre-back. That's what I would say. So that's pretty much my thoughts on it. So taken seriously as far as, yes, they go up a tier. They go from level C to level B.
These lot have to be targeting one of the domestic competition next year.
Absolutely.
Like Conte Spurs' his best chance. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Tottenham are going to win the league kind of thing, innit? But I feel like
Conte's domestic cup record looks a lot like his European record, but people don't want to talk about it. But go on.
No, but I feel like Conte. I want to see Conte versus Klopp next year. I think that could be a good battle.
What, for 2nd?
Nah, like say if Liverpool just have a bit of a down year, Darwin Núñez settling in and stuff, I think it could be interesting. I think Tottenham had the ability to capitalize on them. If we expect Spurs Conte to perform at the level that I expect, kind of thing.
Where are you from?
And obviously with a couple more players and stuff. Because they done their business early in terms of Perisic, Basuma, Fraser Forster as a backup keeper.
Yeah. They've done good business and they have a good manager, yes. I just think the top 2 are just on a level. They're on an island of their own. That's the issue.
But when I say Liverpool, I feel like Liverpool are gonna have Liverpool need to have a bad year for them to kind of capitalize, isn't it?
Yeah. You ain't just putting up 90+ points on accident multiple times.
They are 3 times in the last 4 years.
Quality manager. So what they've done it 2 times in the last 3 years?
I swear it's 3 times in the last 4.
It's 3 and a 4. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Because they got 2 90+ seasons and they didn't win the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember, they got 97 points and they didn't win the league.
Oh yeah, shit. Because what did City get? 98 or 99?
98.
Jesus. Yeah, hold that, man. That's got to be devastating, yo. To get 90+ points and not win the league.
It's half like the game's a game.
Yeah, yeah. Hold that.
You didn't get the most. You came second. That's it.
Hold that. Facts. I'm with you.
Should have beaten Spurs.
Say again.
They should have beaten Spurs this year.
Yeah, exactly. They should have beat Spurs, innit? Beat someone.
They could have beaten Chelsea when they had 10 men.
Facts.
When Reece James got sent off.
Yeah, I mean, and even Christensen was out here. He was getting Eddie and Nketiah new contracts, and Liverpool couldn't score past him. It's wild. We move. Question for both of you: does Pep walk if City win the Champions League at any point with him in charge? Walk. Pardon me. Walk when, Nipping. It depends. Do I believe he? No, I believe he goes at the end of whenever his contract is. But I think that probably has a factor because you can't go to 2 major European teams and not win the Champions League with the best teams. Like Peter always makes this point, and I'll make this point. Every time, apart from his first season at City, every time he's been in Europe, whether it's with Manchester City, Bayern Munich, or Barcelona, his team has been one of the favorites. He has heavily underachieved. I can't say failed because he's won it. So I can't say he failed. He did what he did at Barca. Props to him in Europe. At Bayern Munich, he failed in Europe. At Manchester City, currently as we speak, he is failing. And there's a difference between failing and underachieving. So if he wins 1 Champions League in his entire career, his entire tenure at Manchester City, you can say he underachieved, but he still got 1. Same way Fergie underachieved in Europe, but he got 2. So that's what it is with Pep. But I think Pep wants to win, man. He seems like that type of character. So that's what I'd say.
Facts.
That's what I'd say. What you reckon on it?
I don't think he walks in it. I don't think he walks. But it depends when he wins it, kind of thing, isn't it?
Well,
I think that's going to be the key thing. Because say if he wins it this year, he ain't walking, man. But say if it's like the last year of his contract and he wins it, then you never know. Like they might want to.
Yeah, you might want to go
on high. Yeah, mutually part ways, kind of thing.
Well, big up Mange as well. Abdi says, I'm not doubting Haaland. I'm just saying if you compare him to the current best, and by struggle, I mean get integrated to Pep's system and his injury record as well. In regards to his injury record, I'll have to have a look. I'm going to Google that in a sec. In regards to struggle to be, I don't think he'll struggle, but will it take time to adapt to? Yes, but that's every player. But he'll still be fine. Like, Haaland's at least scoring 15 goals.
And City's first 6 fixtures are very, very nice for him as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he's at least scoring 15.
And like injury record, I always say, you don't know how a club's maintaining his injury record. Like Borussia Dortmund might have been like poorly kind of maintaining his injury record. Or they might, like Haaland's injury record could get worse. You never know.
Thanks.
Like that might have been Borussia Dortmund looking after Haaland at his best, like best medics for them kind of thing, innit? So you never know. Like for example, Konate. Remember Konate's injury record before he joined Liverpool?
Yeah, well, it wasn't good, was it?
Yeah, and did he get injured this season now? I don't know.
See, I'm looking here. He wasn't even out for, you don't even see him here. It was long periods. So this is 21-22. So let's see. So 21-22. Muscular problems, 18 days. Hip flexor injury, 35 days. Muscular problem, 42 days. That's not that bad. That's not an injury record. That's a problem. 18 days is like just over half a month.
No, but that's pretty much 3 months of football, isn't it?
Yeah.
And say if you get that, say you get that injury at the end of the season, the business end of the season, you're gonna kind of be annoyed as well, innit?
He was out from January 24th to March the 7th, and then he played the rest of the season. So he had an injury hit start of the season. Because he was out from the September the 23rd to October the 11th. This is 2021. Then he was out from October the 21st to November the 25th. Then he was out from January the 24th, this is 22, to March the 7th.
And that's another thing as well. He could have been faking some injuries as well.
So he missed 3 games, 7 games, 6 games. So that's 16. Don't know how many of them, of course, are league matches, cup matches, all that type of thing. Yeah, and then the season before that.
Like, it is a bit of a concern, though, kind of thing, isn't it? But I think only time will tell, really, with this.
Look, but even the season before that, he missed 4 days, 28 days, 4 days, and 4 days. So he missed 1 match, 7 matches with the big injury, 1 match, 1 match.
So like 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, like that's minus the torn muscle fiber is 28 days. It's 12 days he's missed. He missed 3 matches. That's the season 2020 to 21. So yeah, like you said, we don't really know. We don't really know until.
And that's another good point as well. They have Alvarez as well.
Yeah.
And then even that, the false 9 thing, you can go back to that. There's another comment there. I think United is taking long for De Jong because even if they sign him now, he's not going to be back for preseason on Monday. We could have signed him on the first day of the season. He's not going to be back for he was never going to be back for that because he played in the Nations League. He's part of the second batch of players coming back on the 4th, I think, or the 6th. I can't remember. If we did sign him, kind of thing.
And that's it. That's why I know, right? Like in terms of it taking its time, like these things take time, man. Like I say this all the time. And back to this,
we still got the Ericsson thing happening as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Ericsson like the offers there. If he wants to leave London and join, that's up to him now.
Facts. Don't you think Richarlison used in a good system can thrive? Thrive, no. Thrive is too strong a word. Do I think he can be an effective squad player at a top team? Yes. So if Chelsea were to sign him, Manchester United were to sign him, he could be good backup, whether that's from the left, through the middle, or from the right. But first team thriving, no. Didn't Spurs pull out from Spurs pulled out from signing Jesus. Correct? Was it Jesus? I seen the rumor. Was it Jesus or Richarlison? I swear they were linked to both of them.
Yeah, I don't know, innit? I haven't really kept up with Spurs.
Well, yeah, I swear they were linked to both of them. But yeah, Richarlison, yeah. And the thrive, like I would say, is too strong a word. But do I think he can be effective? Yes. But that's it. He does the hard yards. He tries hard, man. That's what he is. He'll try hard. That's why when I asked Ryan, you know what I'm saying? When Ryan told me he's a good player, I said, what's he good at? He's like, he's not good at anything. I was like, exactly. I'm saying, that's your boy that, you know. I'm saying you need to talk to your mans, fam.
Don't do that to me.
You can't hear me. Say again?
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to you. Talk to your boy, innit? That make any sense? Imagine you said that to me.
Don't drag me, kind of thing, innit?
Oh, don't drag you into it. Why? Because that's your boy, innit? You know what I'm saying?
No, but
But what? Now you don't want to claim him. Now you don't want to claim him now.
Oh, Simon got engaged, you know.
Bainsy wants to throw his guy in the mud. Yo, Bainsy not loyal, you know. That's
all I'm saying, you know Mini Minter?
What?
You don't know who Mini Minter is? Simon from the Sidemen.
Nah, I don't want Sidemen.
He just got engaged.
Salute to him, man.
Fam, they're all growing up now. Content might stop soon.
You're next, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up, man.
Youths, misses, you know what I'm saying? She was fixing the cooker last time, making you a meal. When we was on last Friday. Shout out to Mrs. Bainsy, man. You know what I'm saying? She a real one, especially
man, don't mock it.
Shout out to why saying shout out to Mrs. Bainsy. Shout out to her. I'd rather stream with her. Saying her football knowledge is probably better than yours. But shout out to Mrs. Bainsy.
This guy is such an idiot sometimes, you know. Such an idiot. Look at him laughing at his own jokes as well, like a bozo. And now he's laughing like a donkey. That's you. I wish I could mute this guy, man. Can I? No, I can't even click on you. I can't even click on mute.
Yeah. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Hold that. Oh, Jesus. Woo. Question for Statman. Is his metal poster next to his CR7 poster, or have you replaced it? That's from Jerry.
Don't mock it, man. Don't mock it. I said this. Metal I've always said this, man. Metal, just give him another year kind of thing, innit? You can't expect change that quickly. Next year, if like things ain't going in place, if recruitment's taking long, then you can fully like kind of criticize him kind of thing, innit? Especially if Ten Hag's still there. But this season is a bit different in my eyes.
Yeah. So you're giving him a bye this season. Why is that though?
I said it before, innit? Like you can't expect change overnight. Like Myrtle's clearly trying to get other people alongside him to help. Be linked to the Brentford head of recruitment. Like all that change, you can't just fire all these people kind of thing and get new people. And the thing is that we've shown like he's shown it kind of thing. In the academy, he's done it, but obviously the academy's wage, how much people cost is going to be a lot less kind of thing, isn't it? So he has a lot more power in that. And even in the academy, he got the best people. Like he got scouts from City and stuff.
Hey, fair dues.
So like if he's shown that like you can do it in the academy kind of thing, let's just give him 1 more year to see what he does with the first team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I've always said. And then next year, if things aren't going right, then Richard On has to make a decision in terms of getting rid. And someone says, why are you so lenient? It's been 1 year kind of thing. You can't expect change overnight. And I said this, reputation is massive in the market. If we've overpaid for players for 9 years, why do clubs like negotiating with United? Why would it treat us any differently just because we've got another person negotiating? We still work for the same company. I'm still going to take the mick out of you kind of thing, innit?
Right. You spin. And Haldane, I hope I pronounced your name right. If I didn't, my apologies. Said, aren't you tired of failing? Why are we so lean? Why do you believe I'm lenient? Why do people bothered to my laid back approach to Manchester United? We haven't done shit for nearly a decade. Why are we going to get into the 10th year and all of a sudden I'm going to be up in arms and shouting and be angry? I'm not shocked by this. We've seen Manchester United legit do business. Some of you lot have been through school. You know what I'm saying? Primary school and high school. And United have been doing bad business. So why are we going to get to the 10th year now and go Manchester United of all this? And then
that is what United never sacked Jose. United should never sack Jose. Let's not try to rewrite history.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. That's an agenda FC. I need you on that. I want to talk about that.
No, but it's true. Like Jose in his third year, do you know how bad it was?
Yeah, it was.
And this guy was actually just taking a piss kind of thing. Remember when we lost 3-0 to Tottenham and this guy was clapping the fans in front of the Stretford End with a scarf in front of it, that scarf on it?
Yeah, he was taking liberties, and I would like Mourinho, but yeah,
what, you paying Ander Herrera centre back? What, just to send a message out to the ball? Like, come on, man, we all dropping points.
Absolutely. But yeah,
someone said, would Real Madrid hire Mel? Listen, that's another question. Don't be angry at Mel. Be angry at the people above him, kind of thing.
That's fair. And in terms of being tired of failing, yes, but I understand what Manchester United are. So because I'm not on here mad, and this seems to be a common theme. Because this ain't the first type of comment I've got like this from people in the chat. Like, why are you not mad? Why are you not angry? Because I don't let United ruin my day. I can control my emotions. I'm fully aware of what this football team is and what my football club is and the level we're at and the problems we have. And Ralph was right. This is major heart surgery. Like, if we're a human person, we can't walk. Like, we got to learn to walk again. It's like we just been shot. You know what I'm saying? We legit have to learn to walk again and do basics and eat food and things of this nature. Forget running. You know what I'm saying? Forget competing for anything. We are nowhere near that. However, that being said, I am looking at the Europa League this season, and I keep saying this. We have to target that competition. I think for the first time ever, I put a European competition over the league. And that's a sad indictment because it's not even the Champions League I'm doing it with. It's the second tier European competition. Obviously, a domestic cup would be nice as well. Well, yeah, that's why. So, yeah, tired of failing. Why? So I'm not lenient. I just understand where we are. I'm not going to rant and rave and shout and get angry. Why? I leave that to other people.
It's boring, isn't it? Just talking about it. Like, I always say this, and like Richard Arnold kind of said it. Like, what's the point of complaining about the Glazers every single day kind of thing, innit? But the thing is that you're not going to get rid of it. That's why I said, like, talking about the Glazers for me is one of the most boring things. Like, even like finance, like, we barely understand it.
Okay,
we barely understand how football business kind of works in terms of that top level kind of thing, innit? But people act like they know everything that's wrong with the Glazers and stuff, and I'm just like, it's tiring, innit? It's tiring.
Oh yeah,
they're not going to sell. They're not going to sell you.
Yeah, it's for the Glazers. All the time. It's for the Glazers. Absolutely. 365 days a year, 24/7. Like, it's fuck the Glazers without a doubt. But they're there. I'm not letting my blood pressure rise. That's it. Simple as that, people. I talk about Manchester United because I create content. Outside of here, I barely talk about them.
Some say understand who we are, but nothing's changing, you know. So things are changing though. Like I said this before, like, for example, Juan Mata would have been offered a new contract. He would have signed a new contract if this was Ed Woodward's regime. I can guarantee that for a fact. Because that's how Woodward saw players. He said, like, if they get a new contract, they're assets to the club, innit? We've let bare people leave for free. That's a change already, kind of. We've hired we got rid of a couple scouts. They're clearly looking at another head of recruitment. Things are changing, kind of thing. Whether people like the people being brought in, that's a different story. But you just have to let them do their job, kind of thing. Like with the Tom Keane thing the other day, or like yesterday. I don't know much about him. You don't know much about him. No one's ever heard of him, kind of thing, innit? But when it's Manchester United, it's kind of like no matter who gets brought in, they're highlighted more. Like Liverpool probably have people like Tom Keane at the club, kind of thing, but you just don't know them because they're fine, kind of thing, innit? But when it's Manchester United, everything kind of gets honed in, kind of thing. And we need to see like Tom Keane actually has a footballing background.
I don't know. We were searching for stuff about him. I don't know about him. Would I prefer people we're bringing in to have things on their CV? Yes, but
no. But the mad thing is, like,
talk about
I don't think he's gonna have like a massive role at the club directly straight away, innit? But he's been working in football. He's not any random Tom, Dick, and Harry that United are appointing, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
So only time will tell.
That's it. And Pyramid Scheme is saying we don't need to wait for a year or 3 years to see Ten Hag will be sacked as a failure after 3 seasons, and we go again. FC returns, United are finished. When you say we don't need to wait a year or 3 years to see what exactly? What is that? Please elaborate on this. I don't know what he means by this, so I can't respond to it. I don't know what he means by saying we don't need a year or 3 years to see what exactly. Like, what are we trying to see?
No, but even like, this, I've said this. Yeah, Eric Ten Hag is a better training ground coach than Jose. He's a better training ground coach than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Whatever happens, even if we don't sign anyone, we're still going to see a better version of these players because he's a better coach.
I agree.
So let's just see it. Like the way I've seen people talk about Ten Hag saying he's a Glazer puppet straight away. Like the window's been open 2 weeks now.
Yeah, man, I even took it. I keep saying this. Shout out to my brother Tox because he mentioned it. Man's not even took a training session yet.
Yeah.
Man's not even took a training session yet.
How we're expecting Ten Hag to say, yeah, I want every single player. I want a left back. I want a right back, and he hasn't even seen these players. Like, come on, man, relax. Yeah.
Well,
and then it's also about getting rid of these players because I was talking with Harsh today, and a big up Harsh. We're talking about obviously the Malacia guy. If we sign Malacia, we have 4 left backs on the books. Sure, what over £100,000 a week. Tellers is on 93k. Even Brandon Williams, for a person that's barely done anything on football, is on 65k. Like, you're not going to have 4 left backs on the books. You have to get rid of someone first, isn't it? And then, like, people say, oh, why can't you buy someone first before you get rid? First of all, there's no guarantee that these lot leave because they're on big wages. Edward with tax. It's just Glazenomics kind of thing, isn't it? Like, if people I spoke with obviously with RJ, he's kind of like, I said this, like, people want us to spend £50 million on Malacia straight away. But you do realize, first of all, left back's not a priority position. We know that. 2 midfielders it clearly is. Then it's kind of like, okay, you spend £50 million on Malacia now. You do realize that's going to take money out of other positions because that's how this club works. It's not, this club isn't like, oh yeah, we have 5 targets. We're going to get all 5 targets no matter what. If you overplay on target 1, that's less money for target 2 or like the other 4 targets kind of thing, innit? And once the money's gone, I don't care if you only have 3 targets, you're not going to get target 4 and 5. That's it for the club.
I hear you.
So
I hear you. That could be the case again, but we don't know. Steven says some people look down on the Europa. I think we should focus big efforts on winning it. We ain't getting top 4, in my opinion. I agree with this. I've said this, Steven. I do agree with this. Europa League should be the target. Doesn't mean don't try and compete for top 4. What I'm saying is, if we're talking priority, Europa League, prioritize that over top 4, in my opinion. I would. These players need not only a trophy, European experience is invaluable. Even if it's second-tier European experience. It's invaluable. Absolutely. Pyramid Scheme says we're going to be doing the same dance in 3 years. Ring around the rose settings. When you say the same dance, so what? Ten Hag's going to do what Oli did? Is he going to do what Van Gaal did? Is he going to do what Mourinho did? Like, what are we talking about? One thing I will say is he'll be more successful than Oli. And we'll play better football. And the players will be better. So do I think it'll be the same dance in 3 years? No, I disagree. But hey, time will tell, innit?
And then, like, can you not argue that was the same case with Liverpool before they were Klopp? Because Liverpool had managers that were failing, kind of thing, and then they hit the jackpot with Klopp.
Yeah, facts.
Like Liverpool's owners, let's be honest, are still not good. But Klopp is that guy for them.
Because people ain't used to failure with Manchester United, so people don't know how to handle it. I can take it. I understand where we're at. if Ten Hag work, if that's the case and pyramid scheme is right, we just go get another manager. And then if that manager don't work, we then go and get another manager. Then if that manager doesn't work, you then go and get another manager, and you continue down the line until you get a manager who is good enough. Like with Klopp. How many managers did Liverpool have between Klopp and the last time they won a league title? Lots. Run through the list. They're going through it. But man can't take, we're on 4, and man are losing their mind. Oh, it's just going to be the same thing. But if it is, so be it if it's the same thing. You continue until you sack managers. You continue to sack managers until you find one that is successful. Because nobody has perfect owners. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the mad thing is also, yeah? Like, you know when we were talking about Tellers, by the way, Tellers on 93k? Yeah. I was just like, oh, look, someone like Roma could buy me. I'm looking at Roma's wage structure right now. You know, if Tellers goes Roma, he'll be the 5th most expensive player there. Because Lorenzo Pellegrini is 122, Tammy Abrams is 112, El Shaarawy is on 106, Chris Smalling is on 97, then it'll be Tellers. Lorenzo Pellegrini, by the way, is the club captain. Tammy Abrams, a striker, goal scorer for them. El Shaarawy, I think, came from China, so it might be a bit different in terms of like his wages and stuff. And Chris Smalling, 97k. And he came from United, so he probably took a pay cut. How wages are stupid kind of thing.
Big up King K as well, man. Yeah, man. Go catch that sun outside. You're trying to get like Gary Lineker. I hear you. Klopp has Edwards, we have Myrtle. But that doesn't mean that Manchester United can't be successful. That doesn't mean Manchester United can't be successful. Myrtle is not dependent on that. I'm not saying whether Myrtle's terrible at his job or great at his job. He has an impact, but Ten Hag can be successful with. Because Ollie should have been successful with. We should have won the Europa League. Should have won it. Ollie should have won a trophy. 100% we should have won that Europa League.
You know what's funny as well? Michael Edwards joined Liverpool in 2011, by the way.
See, man, them just say anything.
So when did Liverpool win the league title for the first time?
2020, was it?
2019, isn't it?
2019, yeah.
COVID.
2019. Yeah, 2019.
Must be a crap guy if it took them that long, innit?
Man, just say anything, but don't want to give. And I'm not even saying Myrtle's the guy, but Edwards is not like, yo, people just want everything straight away, man. It's unrealistic. I say this all the time. This ain't FIFA or Football Manager. It don't work like that.
Let me see if I can find Michael Edwards' LinkedIn.
I didn't know that he was there since, 2011? So, yeah, so it took him a while. Because you know why? You need all the pieces in place. With the manager, recruitment. That's what it is. Yeah, no stress, Jazz, man. Handle business, man. I hope you're good, my brother. Do what you gotta do. No stress.
How do you spell Michael Edwards?
That's what it is. Ten Hag will succeed or fail, all depending on if we get recruitment right. United's DOF is a novice. Again, what's success or failure to you, Haldane? Let me know that. Because success to you might not be success to me. Or success to me may not be success to you. What's success? Like, that's what I want to know.
So Michael Edwards first was at Portsmouth from 2003 to 2009 as head of performance analysis. Then he joined Tottenham for 2 years, head of performance analysis again. He joined Liverpool and was head of performance analysis for 1 year and 7 months. Then he turned into a director of technical performance. Then he was the technical director. Then he was the sporting director.
I'm saying. So I don't put too much stock in it. All right. So, okay. So success is winning the league being that this is not happening even if we have. So this is unrealistic even if we had the best in class. If you just having success is winning the league and being the best in the league, forget it. There's no point in you being in the comments. There's no point in you watching football then for the next 3-4 years because we're not winning the league and we're not the best in the league. So there's no point because you're just here. If that's your motto, all you're going to do is wait. Before you continue, all you're going to do is complain because that's not going to happen. That's not realistic in the slightest.
Are we then criticizing Michael Edwards then? Here. Because he's clearly not the best in the league then if they came second then. But you don't want to praise Michael Edwards?
You spitting.
Like that can't just be like the only logic kind of thing. That's like saying Dan Ashworth at Brighton's doing a bad job when he was there. Like success is relative for every side kind of thing. Like a successful season right now for us is, let's be honest, if we finish fourth, it's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a successful season for United.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely.
And that he wasn't initially a sporting director. That's like saying, fine, same thing. John Mettle wasn't initially director of football then either. But we're judging him on what he's past 10 years at the club as well, the way people talk about Mettle.
Yeah. I hear you. So, like, success being winning the league, that's unrealistic. Man, I have to have real expectations. Cedric says success is a point in the top in class. I hear that. That is something that is realistic and should be happening. If someone's complaining about that, cool. I want to hear about success is winning the league because we're not going to win the league. Yeah, top 4 in the trophy would be a brilliant season. I said that's the best we can do.
That would be incredible.
That's the best we can do.
I still think we're finishing 5th and trophyless next year.
I would say 5th or 6th, and I really think we can win the Europa League. Genuinely, I think we can win the Europa League.
I think when time will tell, innit?
Yeah. See, Jose said, see, this is cool. We should aim to win a cup of sorts. Carabao or FA. This group needs to remember what it feels like to win silverware. I agree with this. I said target the domestic cups. We should target both of them. I agree with this, without doubt. All right, 4th is brilliant. I feel like, if you don't think 4th is brilliant, that's on you. You think so. What's the realistic expectation then? That's what I want to know. Yeah, no stress, fam. I know you got a dip shortly. 4th would be, for where Manchester United are, 4th would be brilliant. 4th for Arsenal this season would be brilliant. Should it be the overall aim, like long term? No, but short term.
You know what it is? Yeah, that league on the logic is so flawed because he always says the point of like elite sport is to win. So like his only like measure of success is coming first, isn't it?
Okay.
But let's be honest. For example, do you expect a club like Brighton to come first? The answer is no. But they I think they did not have their most like record Premier League points total.
Yeah,
that's a successful season for them.
Yeah, you have to judge it on what you are.
4th in Ten Hag's first season at the club, when we were crap last year, is a successful season for Ten Hag. So you're telling me we would have finished 4th, with one pre-season? With the World Cup year, like December break as well. So it's different. It's harder, you could argue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone said realistic, he's top 4.
See, look, this is what I'm saying. See, look, this is nonsense. Oh, but we are United, What does that mean? You can't United your way to a league title.
We need to stop that, man. It's been 9 years.
Stop this stupidness. This is dumb. See what I'm saying? This is why I ask people questions in the chat, because then you get to it and people say stupid things like this. This is dumb. But we're United. What does that mean? You can't United your way to a league title. You can't United your way to a Champions League.
Said the same thing.
It's absolute nonsense. You know what I'm saying? This is absolute, we are United, What does that mean? It means nothing. That means it's nonsense.
That's the way people expect us to buy players.
Yeah.
We're United signed for us, but 9 years of players not developing, and then people are surprised when players have doubts. There's a reason why Eriksen has doubts over his mind kind of thing.
I would have
normally this wouldn't be a choice, United or Brentford, but what? Of course, man. The guy wants to look after his family kind of thing, isn't it?
Look after himself.
Doesn't want to relocate. And let's be honest, if this was City, then it's a different story. Then he might be jumping at it. But it's United.
Facts.
You're not coming here to STATMAN trophies.
Nonsense. Top 4 realistic, but we're United, Nonsense. Flawless, we must stop comparing and pretending we would replicate them. Replicate who? Who are you talking about, Murray? He also said United should aim to win the Premier League every season, whatsoever. And as fans, we must pressurize the board to prepare for that. So what I'll say to this is they aim to win so you think United should be aiming to win the Premier League this season is unrealistic. It's all about it's all about where you are and realistic expectations and realistic goals. Everyone's goal is to make money and be a thousandaire, millionaire. You don't become a thousandaire or millionaire on day one. You build towards it. It's a progress. That's what it is. It's step by step. With anything, it's step by step. So you expect us to go from 6, 0 goal difference, 50 plus points, new manager, new coaching staff, and go and win the league. against two of the best teams in Europe and two of the best managers in Europe is completely idiotic. Dumb. Makes no sense. Realistic. Stop this United. Yeah, Jose said it is United DNA on all this, or what our expectations should be. Look at that team. If the team isn't good enough to win the league, it is what it is. Even if we signed all the players we want, we still wouldn't be good enough to win the league. This is ridiculous. Nice facts, though. This is where
hesitating between United, which is in Europa League, and Brentford.
This is where
Brentford are in London. This guy would have to relocate his entire family to Manchester.
No, even forget. No. Forget all that. Forget all that, Bainesy, for a sec. He is hesitating. He is hesitating. Like, this is facts. Like, Eriksen is doubting it, and I understand why he's doubting it.
Wait,
I would have doubts coming to Manchester United Football Club.
Step by step is what the thing has been said for the last 10 years. Tell me a club that's gone from nothing to winning in the league straight away. It has to be step by step. We've got the steps wrong in the previous 9 years. Yeah. We're trying to correct them now.
We get it wrong. And the thing is, we've got it wrong in the last 10 years. And the next 10 years from now, we might still get it wrong.
Yeah.
We could be having this conversation 10 years down the line, 10 years after that. Because guess what? Football goes in cycles. Every team, it's happened to everyone. You've seen it happen. I'm old enough. I've seen it happen to Liverpool. It's happening to Arsenal right now as we speak. It's happening to us. It will happen to Chelsea. It's happened to Real Madrid. As good as they are in Europe, they went 12 years without winning the Champions League. These things happen. It's happened to Barcelona. That's why they're in Europa League. These things happen. It's happened to Bayern Munich. It happens to everybody.
All right, I'm going to have to go now, by the way.
Yeah, no stress, man. Big up Bainesy, man. Let me know what you got
going on. Make sure you guys
like
the video as well.
This is outrageous. Large up Bainesy and that every single time. Dean says, if I've got all the facilities and money, all of the biggest teams around, I should live up to that. Anyone else is failing. That's incorrect. Not if you don't have the right people in place. And we don't have the right people in place because we've made mistakes. Mistakes happen. It's like you lot don't think mistakes happen and everything is just perfect. It don't work like that. And we've been bad for 10 years and we may be bad 10 years from now. Well, you try and put pieces in place to change that. You do. And bring new players in and get rid of players. You can't just United your way to a league title. We've had such a fall from grace. Players used to be dying to come to our team, and now people are debating whether to come to United or Brentford. Ridiculous. And that's it, Murtaza, right there. That's where Manchester United are. That we're going in for a player. He could go Brentford, and he's got us, and it's a debate. But people want us to win the league, but we potentially could lose a good player to Brentford. No disrespect to Brentford. That tells you all you need to know about where we are. That's it. Quick question on Ten Hag's style of play. Since we got Ronaldo up front, Ten Hag is probably going to play the same he used to when he had Haller up front, which means, in my opinion, Eriksen in the number 10 and Donny in the pivot. I don't know how Ten Hag's going to line up. That's one of the interesting things I'm looking forward to seeing once he lands and once we start playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Yeah, and we still make mistakes. High arrive, fire arrive, high novice. Yeah, the cycle continues. Yes, because we've made mistakes. Like every other club has made mistakes. And this is our period. This is our cycle now of being bad. This is why I don't get mad. Where this stemmed from was, oh, why are you so lenient? Because I've seen this happen. This ain't a shock. I'm just watching and seeing and being like, all right, let's see what happens this season. This is why I don't get mad. This is why I don't get upset. This is why I'm not in a comment section complaining. This is why you don't hear me complaining on here. It's why I'm not complaining on socials. I ain't complaining about none of this. I'm saying. I'm afraid that the fans ain't patient after some defeats. Yeah, fans ain't blendy. They're not. Fans are not. They ain't patient. You know what I'm saying? Fans aren't patient, but pay them no mind. Don't pay fans any attention. You can make expectations and predictions before the season, but there's always other factors that come to play. As signings, flopping, injuries, and other teams underperforming, hard to predict really. Because the window's not closed, we don't know how we look and how everybody else is going to look. That is a valid point. And that's why I'm still looking, because Manchester United will sign players. Who we sign, what position we sign, different conversation. But will we sign players? Yes. When? I don't know. But before the window closes, United will sign some players. I think we'll get at least minimum 3. before the window shuts, even if it's the last day of the window. What's different now than last season? The manager. That's what's different now than last season. We have a much, much, much better manager. Miles better. Worlds apart. We have a manager who is not Premier League proven, who's not been in the Premier League, who is proven in a European division, who's proven to play in Europe as well, against a League One level manager. Worlds apart. We've gone from level, if you have Ten Hag level C, we've gone from level Y to level C. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you rank him, we've gone way, 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 way up from Ollie. That's a huge difference. We've gone from a League One level manager to a manager that's capable of winning that, not even capable, a manager that's won the Dutch league, a manager that's won knockout ties in Europe. So huge difference. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd say is mad. Where we at? Again, I don't know how you're writing off Ten Hag, but we move. Like, I don't get that. Why are you writing off Ten Hag when he's not done anything yet? I don't understand that. I'm lost. If you don't think Ten Hag's not a better manager, football manager than Rangnick, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you if you think Ten Hag's not a better manager than Rangnick. Rangnick's never managed, apart from United, and he managed that. Was it Moscow? For a brief period or something like that? I don't know, innit? But anyways, I'm out of here, people. Love to you lot. Make sure you hit the like button. Go subscribe to Statman BAINS' channel as well. Fadine says, how are people back in Myrtle? I don't know. I ain't back in Myrtle because I don't even know what Myrtle does. I don't even talk about the upstairs stuff. I'm legit talking about the manager. So people say, what's different from now till last season is the manager. I've said this. We have somebody who I look at and go, I believe you can do something. Even with inferior tools and an inferior team, you can put together a game plan and beat teams who are better. When we had the last guy, when we had Ollie, I had no faith. Zero. That's why I'm looking at the Europa League and going, we can win that. If we had Ollie in charge, I'm like, nah. That's the big difference. Ollie in charge, I'm like, we can't win the FA Cup or League Cup. Nah. With Ten Hag in charge, I'm like, yeah, we could. Levels. Ten Hag is good. He just needs to prove whether he's world class. That's fair. And he's going to get that chance here. But one thing I do know already is, you said it, he's good, Fardine. Ollie wasn't that. So that's already a massive improvement. And people are really overlooking that, talking about upstairs. Talking about Myrtle and all these people in chat. That plays a part in recruitment. But we have a better manager. Bainesy said it. You have a better coach. So even if the players are 5-10% better, that's still an improvement. Oh yeah, Calvin, but people think we're just going to United our way to a league title. To expect to challenge after factually the worst season in Premier League history is ridiculous. Yeah, because we're United. Nonsense. I'm saying, and the thing is, I lived through the United glory years. I'm old enough to remember Manchester United winning everything. I've been watching United since the 90s. Like, this is not where we're at. I legit remember watching the treble win on TV, watching Giggsy's goal in the FA Cup semi-final, Cantona's goal in the FA Cup. Like, I'm saying things that was like mid to late 90s, the Cantona goal. Like, I remember these things. Pyramid scheme. But flawless, let's not forget, Ten Hag had the structure at Ajax. He's got chaos and incompetence at United. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying, though. That's nothing to do with what I'm saying. I don't know if you're just purposely not listening to what I'm saying to you. I've not mentioned the chaos. I've not mentioned, I'm just saying he's a better manager than what Ollie is. So therefore, he'll do a better job with the players he has at his disposal. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, man, all this. Yeah, we need the Stretford end to suck the ball into the net. All this stupidness. You know what I'm saying? And this is beautiful from Calvin. To expect to win the league after having our worst Premier League season ever is just absolutely idiotic. That's just plain stupidness. And there's no other way of me saying that. Ten Hag said, and here, all right, so we'll get to this. Ten Hag said there's potential in this squad based on it finishing second 2 seasons ago without applying zero context definition of a puppet. So you've took one statement he made and gone, he's a puppet. All right, cool. Welcome to your opinion, then, isn't it? I'm not even going to go back and forth. If you believe of one opinion on one thing he said he's a puppet, cool. Big up to Dupe every single time. Miss you too, my guy, man. Good to have you back. Yes, Deviant. With Ericsson, he has to consider his health as well. But no. Don't call it shit. You were talking about us winning the league, fam. Don't do that, Haldane. You were saying United should win the league, even though we're shit. You can't have it both ways. We should win the league because we're Manchester United, but we're shit. No. You have to have it one way or the other. No, he asked me what was different. And what I said was Ten Hag being in charge is a major difference. Because the board have no bearing on the tactics he's going to set up, on the substitutions he's going to make, how he attempts to play, how he attempts to improve Manchester United. I'm saying on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Our midfield becoming a cohesive unit is not on the board. Like, yes, we can improve in terms of players, but I'm talking about the players he has. If he moves things around, if he changes the formation. So that's what's different. That's a major difference because he was talking to me when he said that. Okay, so he said it. So because he made that one statement, whether he's mentioned it 3 times or he's mentioned it 10 times in 10 interviews, he's made one statement that you don't like, and then you're saying he's a puppet. Cool, innit? If that's your case, let me not say anything you dislike, because then you're going to be like, oh, flawless, da-da-da. All right, cool. If that's your mentality, cool. I don't deal with that. I take everything on a case-by-case basis. Deviant's my guy in the chat. That's my actual brethren in real life. Me and him don't agree on everything, but I never be like, oh, you're this. We just disagree on stuff. But you took one statement, now he's a puppet. Cool. Who does? Again, this is us. I want us to win the league, but I know we can't. That should be our aspiration. What fans' aspiration is it not? That's the question I have to you, Haldane. Whose aspiration is it not to win the league? I've not spoke to a Manchester United fan who does not want to win the league. That's everybody's aspiration. But realism kicks in. Where are Manchester United Football Club? We are in no position to be challenging for the Premier League. I know this. You know this. Every United fan with a brain knows this. So we have to establish where we are. That's where you lower your goals. What's our goal this season? Did you see the reports about the reason why United let Ralph go? That's from Mertazi. Yes, I did see that. I did see that. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Absolutely. And yo, Calvin, you submit, and I might have to give you a spot on the panel. So we're judging managers of interviews now instead of performances and achievements. Mad, yeah, man, because people just want to be mad. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it all now. Oh, we should win the league because we're united, you know. Ralph. Ten Hag's a puppet because of one statement he made. Oh, this is ridiculous. Absolutely nothing to do with what man's done previously, you know. He's landed in 3 interviews, said the statement, and then, yeah, he's dead. It's a step-by-step thing, but we've been here before 3 years ago, then we hired Oli. What's your point? You keep saying this. Yes. And if we fail with Ten Hag, we'll go and get another manager. And if we fail with that manager, we'll go get another manager. And so forth until we get it right. These things happen. United went 26 years without a league title before. Hopefully it doesn't go that. It doesn't go that long again. But it's gonna happen. I don't know what it is. Again, of course he's going to say Maguire's a great player. He's not gonna land and be like Maguire's shit. Use your brain. He's not gonna land and go, yo, Maguire's awful, Shaw's awful, Lindelof's awful, McTominay's terrible, Bruno's awful, Rashford's done. I can't work with Ronaldo. Like, use your brain. Of course he's gonna say Maguire's a great player. Because we just seen what happened with Ralph when he called them out. Did we all not watch that? Did we all not see what happened when Ralph said we need 10 new players that these men threw the towel in? You're never going to go into a work. You're never going to take over as a manager in any workplace. Go in and call the workforce shit publicly. Never. But again, if you want to take that as gospel, innit? All right. Again, you making points that we know. My point is new manager, but the same shit structure. We know this. I've never said it's not the same shit structure. You've never heard me say the structure's good. Never have them words come out of my mouth. So I don't know what you're talking about here. I'm lost. Please elaborate. Calvin, you Spain, man. Jesus, I might need you to write some bars for me in that, because this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yep, Fardeen. Klopp blames the wind, so is he a shit manager? Yeah, because he blamed the wind. Like, managers haven't been saying bullshit for the longest time. Fergie said Van Persie almost got killed because someone kicked the ball at him. Like, it's outrageous. What do you mean it's not no fair play? Use your brain, fam. You're not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Use your brain. You're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course he's going to land and say Maguire's a great player. Like, come on. This is common sense. Big up Manib. People in the comments here again. Dupe is wild, man. Big up to have you back. Ten Hag has mentioned like 4 or 5 times of managing the dressing room and controlling it. So maybe he's just doing that. Common sense. I ain't the brightest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to football. I know that he was going to land and say that he can work with these players in McTominay. I don't rate Maguire. I don't rate any of these players. But pretty much the majority of them I don't rate. But I know what he's doing. Like, we seen what happened with Ralph. Big up G Rocco. United are finished until the Glazers leave. In terms of competing at the highest level, like consistently, yeah, we are. Absolutely. I agree with this, man. Yeah, exactly. So it's like that now. If you win a Premier League or Champions League at United, you can say whatever you want. See, why is it all the rival fans who get this? That being said, I don't know who Fardeen and Calvin support, but why is a rival fan who supports City understands it? Maybe I'm just losing my marbles, innit? You can't be a manager and start calling your players. It makes no sense, because then you're not going to get they're not going to work with you. They're not going to try and help you. Right? This new manager landed already called me shit. Y'all know how bad Maguire is. Ten Hag's not an idiot. He's not stupid. Why do you think we've been linked with centre backs? Well, all right. Hopefully this is right, Dominique. Ten Hag, that drill sergeant coach who bench and sell if you don't follow his instructions. Let's hope so. But yeah, I'm closing out. Make sure you head over to Saeed TV. Go head over to Saeed's channel. He's there with Statman Baines. Big up to you lot as well. Make sure you lot lock into the Mandem United podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays, people, because that is the Manchester United show on the channel. So I host it on Tuesdays with Ivorian 5:30 p.m. and then Thursdays with my guy Eddie at 5:30 p.m. as well. So yeah, so make sure you look into those. What we got coming up tonight? Pro clubs in about half an hour or so, and then a fan calling show. Fan calling show will be on the Twitch though. So the Pro Clubs is here on the YouTube channel, and then on the Twitch is the fan calling show. It's open, people. So call in. Only rule is you have to have your face camera on, number 1. That's one of the rules. Don't care what you look like. It's just for safety protocols. Ain't trying to see nobody's private parts. 2 as well, just make sure you have something to talk about when you call in. And it can be any sport. It doesn't have to be Manchester United related. It don't have to be football. You might have a basketball question. You may have a boxing question. You may have a single question for me. You may want to have a rant and get something off your chest. The floor is yours when you call into the fan calling show. Spotlight is on you. Where are we at? To expect a manager to slander players that we'll have to use next season makes no sense at all. Thought that was common knowledge. Clearly not, Calvin. Clearly not. Same way, expecting to go from your worst season ever in the Premier League to winning a Premier League title is a realistic expectation. Realistic goals, people. Realistic goals. But, you know, we move. All right, love to everyone that's locked in. Stats, Facts, and Vibes will be back Monday. We do this show Mondays on Statman Baines' Twitch, 5:30 p.m., then here on Fridays. But love, big up to you all. Nothing but love. Love chatting with the chat. Big up.